In my sixth grade, students are learning Chinese, which is not so prevalent in this city. So students are always wondering why they should learn Chinese instead of other languages. To make Chinese more practical and meaningful in real life, I would like to engage my students in real life learning. So I designed a career for them, which is translator or interpreter. The first level is knowing. The students will learn Chinese language art, Chinese literacy, and some basic Chinese translation or interpretation skills from me. The second level is practicing. It's time for them to practice. So I will provide some real life objects or topics for them. For example, I will provide them the Chinese daily newspapers and ask them to translate into English. Also, I will provide them English newspapers and ask them to translate into Chinese. And for the interpretation, I would provide the audio or video for them. They are required to find the difference between these two languages, and they will tell how to translate properly. The third level is investigating. Students will choose either translation or interpretation. I prefer fairy tales for translation and Chinese cartoons for interpretation. And they will share their work in the class, and they will tell their classmates what did they do. After that, the students will be divided into groups. They will develop a research about how many Chinese people in this city, how their English proficiency is, how many of them need their files or documents to be translated into English. What's more, I need them to find how many local institutions or organizations need their files or documents to be translated into Chinese. After they collect all the data, they will give me a complete data sheet. The fourth level is integrating. To do this project, students need not only Chinese proficiency, they also need some other subjects to support. They need English literacy, English language arts. Even though English is their mother language, I need them to think more and deeply about these two languages, how to combine Chinese and English together very well, how to switch between these two languages more proficiently. And to do the research, they will need technology skills to collect the data. They will need mathematics skills to analyze the data and complete a spreadsheet. And for the Chinese cartoons, they need some computer software mastery to interpret and dub for themselves. And all of this would be integrated across the subject areas. Students will start their job in school at the first beginning. They will help Chinese teachers and other office teachers translate the files into Chinese or English, help connect them closely. And then students will be in Chinese classes, helping Chinese teachers to interpret some simple orders for the lower graders. Students will plan a Chinese cartoon day. This is a big thing. They will play the Chinese cartoon, which are interpreted and dubbed by themselves. They will give the principal a complete and viable plan, persuade the principal with the benefit of Chinese cartoon day. And the last level is specializing. Till now, students can translate or interpret something by themselves. They need more professional skills and instructions. I'd like them to go to the college to have some professional lessons. And in China, there are lots of great translators or interpreters. They will have a Skype meeting and talking more about their ideas and asking questions. Then they will work with professional translators or interpreters, even translation major graduates. They will do the translation or interpretation job for the people or the organization in need according to their research they've done before. All of this will help build a much better relationship, not between Chinese people and American people, but these two countries. And that's all for my authentic learning for the sixth graders. Thank you.